Good afternoon, students. This is Dr. Mazhar. Today I am going to explain about the topic recruitment. Now, coming to recruitment, now in this session, I would like to explain about what is recruitment, what are the meaning and the definition of recruitment, what are the factors, sources, and the techniques of recruitment, including the recruitment organization policy. Coming to the definition and meaning of recruitment, all of us know that organization is very important. Human resources are very important for the organization, and human resources are considered as the most important assets of an organization. And the success or the failure of an organization depends upon the caliber of the people working therein. In the sense, the people who having the competencies, the caliber, the skills, they are going to decide the success or the failure of the organization. Suppose if the organization cannot properly manage the human resources, it can't prosper and progress. This is a fact which we know very well. And coming to this recruitment organization, without a positive employees, without a creative employee mindset, it cannot get the success. It cannot get the progress. So from this aspect, from this point of view, I would like to explain how organization is going to achieve its goals, how organization is going to achieve its activities by recruiting or through recruiting people. In doing the process of recruitment, the organization is going to achieve its vision, mission, and the future perspectives also. Now, what is recruitment? According to Edwin B. Filippo, recruitment is the process of searching the candidates for employment and stimulating them to apply for jobs in the organization. See, dear students, from this definition, it is clear that it is a process of searching. That means the organization is searching, identifying, evaluating the candidates for employment. That is the incumbents for employment. In other words, we can say that it joins, it links those with the jobs. That means the organization. That means the vacancies of the organization to be filled, and those seeking the jobs. That means the people who are in need of the jobs. That means it is going to link the both the people, the organization who is having the jobs, and the people who are in need of the jobs, who are in search for the jobs. So the recruitment, it aims what before explaining the aim, I would like to explain about what is the meaning. Now, recruitment is an activity that links the employer and the job seeker. Just now I told you that focusing on the Edwin B. Filippo's definition, I just said that recruitment is nothing but which brings a link, which links together the employer and the employee. It is a process of finding and attracting capable applicants for employment. See, there are so many thousands of aspirants are in there in the market, in the job market, but all of them are not being suitable to our organization. They may not be suitable to our firms. So we have to search, we have to find, attract the capable applicants for employment. For that reason also, we have to focus on the recruitment. And at the same time, recruitment is a process of finding and attracting capable applicants for employment. This is what I had already explained you. So there are so many thousands of aspirants in the market, but all those aspirants may not be suitable to my organization or to your organization. So the suitable person, the suitable aspirant, we need to identify. We have to identify. That is the best, in a best process, we need to recruit the people. And this recruitment creates a pool of applications. So we are just asking the aspirants to apply for a job. So once we ask them to apply for a job, once we invite them to apply for a job, we are having a pool of applications, a pool of aspirants. From them we can select the best one, and from them we can hire the best, whom we, those persons who are going to set as our organization. It is a process to discover sources of manpower to meet the requirements of staffing. So the another point is It is also process to identify the sources of manpower to meet the organization's objectives. Now coming to the objectives of recruitment, the objectives are, we can say, the aim of the recruitment is to find out the number of vacancies to be notified and the type of applicants needed to fill them. So the first point is to find out the number of vacancies to be notified. See, for this particular point, to find out the number of vacancies to be notified, we need to have the HRB, a proper human resource planning. In the sense, how many vacancies are there in my organization, how many people are needed, what type of competencies are needed. That kind of information you should have. That is, you have to already forecast what are the vacancies that are available in the organization. The second point is appeal to potential applicants through novel advertising to apply for such vacancies. The second point is, see, after identifying the vacancies in our organization, after coming to know about the vacancies, you need to give an advertisement. You have to give them an advertisement that these are the vacancies in my organization, these are the positions in my organization. In all that also, I have given a point here, novel advertising. That means something a new, a variety of advertisement where the people can be attracted, where the people can be stimulated by seeing, by watching, by observing your advertisement. The people will be stimulated. They should ready to apply for your job. In such a way, you have to give them advertisement. Okay, right? So these are the two objectives of your recruitment. Now, the next point is the recruitment needs. What are the recruitment needs? Now, this I am going to explain from the organization point of view. See, the recruitment has three type of needs. That is, one is the planned needs, the second one is the anticipated needs, and third one is the unexpected needs. Now the plan needs. The needs arising from changes in organization and retirement policy. So the plan needs, in other words, planned needs means, suppose here if you want to diversify, or you want to spread your company, or you want to establish the new branches, or you want to bring some new changes in our organization, or a new changes in the recruitment policy. So it is planned, you have forecasted, you have designed, you want to be like that. So if you want to be a bigger one in the environment, so you have to recruit the people. That is the first one. The second one is anticipated. Now anticipated means expected in the sense, for example, some of your employees are moving, some of your employees are going through transfers, some of your employees are going to resign. So these are the things you have expected. Yes, these people are going to retire now and then. Now these people are being transferred. So you have anticipated, you have expected. So these anticipated needs are nothing but the movements in the personnel. So the movements in the personnel in the form of transfers, in the form of promotions, in the form of demotions, or in the form of promotions, demotions, retrenchments, right? And this you can predict. And the last one is unexpected. Unexpected in the sense death. We can't expect the death. So the death and sometimes accidents and sometimes resignations given by the employees, these are unexpected. So these are the three types of needs that an organization is having. Because of, to meet these three needs, recruitment will be done. And now the next slide coming is the recruitment process. Now, what is the recruitment process? How the recruitment process is going on? The first step in the recruitment process is identify vacancy. The second one is prepare job description and person specification. The third one is advertising the vacancy. The fourth one is managing the response, shortlisting, arrange interviews, conducting interviews, and decision making. So we have 7 steps in the recruitment process. First one is identify vacancy. How you are going to identify the vacancy? How you will identify the vacancy? Unless and until you have a proper planning about your human resources. In other words, how many departments your organization is having, and in each and every department, how many people are there, and how many people are being transferred, how many people being promoted. All this kind of information you need to have. This is in case of your organization. Suppose if you want to diversify your company, if you want to just bring bigger size of your company, then itself you have the recruitment needs. So first of all, you need to identify the vacancy. where is the vacancy, in which department the vacancy is there, what type of people are needed, how many number of people are needed. For this particular point, you need to have a proper demand and supply forecasting of your organization, demand and supply forecasting of human resources, that you need to have. The second one is prepare job description and person specification. Job description and job specification, these two are the part and parcel of the job analysis. Job description means defining the job, defining the duties, what type of duties you have to perform, what type of functions you have to carry out, right? What are the rights, what are the obligations, what are the responsibilities a person has to do. This is called as job description. And the second one is the job specification. In other words, we can also call it as person specification. That means what qualifications are needed to fill that particular vacancies. What kind of specifications like the skills, the competencies a person should have, what kind of experience a person should have. This is called as a person specification. And these two you are going to do in the job analysis itself, right? The third one is, once here you have identified the vacancy, where the vacancy created, the department, the number, everything, you have the information, and you cleared what are the nature of duties, what are the responsibilities, what are the obligations, everything, the data you have in your hand. At the same time, what type of qualifications, competencies, that information is also available in your hand. Now you need to go to the market, that is advertisement. That is nothing but stimulating, informing, persuading the people that a vacancy is there in my organization, the vacancy is created in my organization, you can apply. That is called as advertising the vacancy. You are going into the public, right? You are going into the public through advertising. Now, after giving an advertisement, once you give the advertisements, it means you explode to the market. Once you explode, you are going to get many applications to your organization. So, this is the fourth step, is managing the response. You are getting the response as you have already given the advertisement. So obviously we'll get the response in the form of applications, right? Response in the form of incumbents. People they are going to send the applications. Now you need to manage the response, right? Next one is shortlisting. So once you get the response, you have number of applications, you have a pool of applications from different background, from different areas of the particular nation or region. Right? Now you have to shortlist. Shortlisting means, suppose for example, you ask for a HR manager, but at the same time you need people MBA with HR, but some of the people of MCOM, some other degree holders, they were already applied. They have also applied, but those are not suitable for your job recruitment or job necessities. So you need to shortlist. Who is a apt person, who is a right person, you need to pick out. Next thing is, the sixth step is, once shortlisting, you need to arrange an interview. So you have to call for an interview. You have to send the information to the incumbents or the aspirants that after shortlisting, you have to inform them, you have to message them that this is the place of interview and this is the time of interview, and this information you have to process to them, right? Next, conducting interview and decision making. And the final and the last step is conducting interview, and this is again another method. Now this one we'll discuss in the selection process, conducting, how we conduct the interview, what are the etiquettes of conducting interview, everything we'll discuss later onwards. So right now I'll move to the next slide, that is sources of recruitment. Now in the sources of recruitment, we have two sources of recruitment. One is internal source, another one is external source. Now internal source, as the name itself indicates, that we are going to get the people, we are going to recruit the people from within the company, from within the organization. That is called as recruitment. In other words, we can call it as the transfer is one method of internal source, the promotion is another method of internal source, retrenched employees, retired employees, these are the different methods of internal source. Now I'll explain. See, transfer. See, for example, transfers means from one branch to another branch. The same company having different branches. Suppose, let us take an example of a bank itself. Suppose a bank from Mylavaram, some of the employees or one of the employee of Mylavaram branch transferred to Vijayawada branch. This is one internal source of recruitment. And promotion, suppose you have a branch at Noida or Gargaon or Delhi or somewhere in Gujarat, and the person who is working at Noida or Gujarat being promoted to a superior position and promoted to Hyderabad branch. This is one source of recruitment. And retrenched employees, suppose sometimes you just remove the employees because of so many reasons. Maybe if suppose the reason is because of disciplinary action, you may not recruit again, but because of some other reasons you retrenched, because of lack of production, because of lack of sales or profits, due to many reasons you retrenched employees. Now your position is better, your company is working in profitability. Now you thought that why don't I take the people again. So the retrenched people or retrenched employee being again called for, being again referred back. This is a third source of recruitment. And the third one is retired employees. See, sometimes even the retired people, he is a talented person, he is having more competencies, knowledge, experience, but because of his superannuation he is retired now. Okay, he was retired, so now you can hire him. May not be a regular basis, but on a contractual basis you can hire him, you can ask him to continue his services. Now this particular method you might see in most of the colleges, in universities. After retirement also the professors will be asked to continue in the departments. Like even in our KBN college, some of the faculty of their retirement, they have been asked to continue in their department because they have very much experience. They are experienced hands. That is the reason management asked them to continue. So this is internal source of recruitment. Now we'll move to the external source of recruitment, right? Now, external sources means, as the name suggests, this is exclusively external, outside of the organization, outside of the company. Now, from here, what are the different sources is walk-ins, employee referrals, advertising, education associations, professional agencies, e-recruitment, word of mouth. See, all these are very familiar to all of you, but even then I just briefly I will explain what are walk-ins. In most of the advertisement, you might have observed that in newspapers, sometimes they just ask you, just come, face the interview and go on, like walk-ins. Need not necessary to apply in advance, like they won't give you any time to for application, and they won't ask you like apply now, after 10 days we'll send you the information. This kind of process won't be took place. But just they said on 25th of May or on 25th of April you have to walk in, you have to come to so and so place to face the interview, like just walk-ins. Employee referrals in the sense, suppose if employees of your own organization is giving reference, is asking you that so and so candidate is there, so and so candidate with the necessary skills and with necessary competencies is there, and they give the reference. That references will also be considered as external. Advertising, through advertising, once you give the advertising, so many aspirants, so many applications are coming. That is also one process of external source. Education associations or education institutions, say for example our placement officer, he will conduct so many on the job and off the job recruitment drives he will conduct, and he will just interact, he will meet, he will go and meet the HR people of so many companies, and he will just inform that our MBA HR, our MBA finance students are available. Now these people, after having a association, after having a meeting, they will come and they will conduct certain interviews, certain recruitment drives in the organizations. So all the education institutions like universities, colleges, this is a hub for placement drive. Now next, professional agencies in the sense, there are certain agencies like outsourcing agencies where the companies won't take any recruitment, they just hand over the recruitment process, selection process completely to an outside, like it is called as an outsourcing, where these bodies, these associations, these agencies on behalf of the company, they conduct the recruitment. They will have the lot of data. Like for example, employment exchanges. It is a professional agency. Now this, from this we'll get the data, right? E-recruitment. Nowadays, this is a latest one, electronic recruitment on online recruitment. Nowadays companies on their own sites, they are just placing the recruitment drives, or they placing the recruitment data. Employees who are in need, they just put an application, they just put a mail to this particular own sites. And word of mouth, that is called as publicity. Through publicity also the recruitment will be took place. This is external sources. Now coming to the factors affecting recruitment. Now coming to the factors, we have two types of factors. One is external factors, another one is internal factors. In brief, I will explain these because you can able to write on your own self-explainable points. These are, so the external factors are supply and demand. Supply and demand, in the sense, external fact. Before explaining the external factors, I want to concentrate on the internal factors first of all. Internal factors means the factors which are going to affect from within the company or from within the organization. The first one is recruitment policy. In the coming slides, I'll explain the recruitment policy also. Basically, the recruitment policy of the organization explains what are the policy means. It's the guidelines, right? It is like a formulations, what type of guidelines it is going to give in the recruitment. How many people have to be recruited from outside, how many people have to be promoted from within the industry or within the organization. Every company must and should have a recruitment policy, and this recruitment policy explains us the etiquettes of recruitment, right? In the next slides, I will explain what is recruitment policy in detail. Human resource planning. That's we know very well. The right person at right position at right time. This is called as planning of human resources. Planning of human resources means how to recruit, how to plan about the human resources, what number of human resources are needed, what positions are needed. Everything have to plan. The size of the firm. Size of the firm is, if it is a large scale or the large company, your recruitment drive is different. If it is of a small sole trading or a small company, a small firm, your recruitment drive and your recruitment needs are different. Cost of recruitment. Suppose you have a budget, you have a plenty of budget, you have a major budget, then you can go for different ways of recruitment. Like you can go for a novel advertisement, you can go for online advertisement, you can go for the print media also, print broadcast media, everything you can adopt. You can adopt different procedures of recruitment if you have a bulk budget in your hand, right? And growth and expansion. Growth and expansion means, suppose your company is diversifying, your company has a significant branches, then obviously your company is day by day developing, day by day expanding. Obviously it needs people, it recruit the people, right? These are the internal factors. Now coming to the external factors which are important from the point of the recruitment, these are from the external environment, like the legal environment, the political environment, the social, the economical environment that existing in the country. And now all this going to affect your recruitment. Nowadays, see for example, we are being affected because of COVID-19. Now there was a talk, not there was a talk, it is a fact that in the coming days we don't have a proper recruitments, we don't have a proper job market. Even the people who are already having the positions, jobs, they are going to lose the jobs. So there is a shutdown in the job market because the economy is going to be sluggish. Now all these are the things that are happening nowadays. We are watching, we are listening, we are observing. So all these are the external factors, and these factors, they are coming from the different environments. Now these factors are the supply and demand, the labor market, the image of the company, and the goodwill, political, social, legal, unemployment rate, competitors. Now these are self-explainable points. I just give you one line of explanation. Supply and demand. That means what is the demand for your company? what is the demand, and that means do you need any vacancies, do you have any vacancies, do you need any people, and is the supply is good from education institutions or from the private institutions. That is supply and demand. Labor market, how the labor market is. Suppose in the labor market you have some vacancies but the labor is not available. Obviously the available labor will ask you, will demand you more. So the availability of the labor market. But Indian labor market is a vast one. We have lakhs of people unemployed now here. So obviously the rate of labor is very less. Next, image and goodwill of the company. If the company has a good reputation, good image, obviously you want to go there. For example, Google, Microsoft, IBM, coming to India, Wipro, TCS, all these companies where they have a good image, they have a reputation. People want to be there. Infosys, people want to be at Infosys. So image and goodwill also count a lot. And political, social, legal environment. So political environment of the company, particular region, the social, and you know very well all these things. Legal laws, labor rules. All these are going to affect your recruitment. Unemployment rate, population and unemployment. Higher the unemployment rate, lower will be the salaries and the wages, etc., etc. And competitors. Your competitors in the market will also influence you. See, for example, you need a good talented person. If your competitor hires him, if you want to observe him, you need to pay more, right? So the competitors is also one of the factors which is going to affect your recruitment. Now, the next point is recruitment policy. What is a policy? Policy is a guideline. Policy is a framework. It specifies the objectives of recruitment and it provides a framework for the implementation of the recruitment program. So it gives a framework, a guideline, how to recruit people. What is the process of what is the recruitment program? How to recruit and how to implement the recruitment program. It involves enriching the organization's human resources by filling vacancies with the best qualified people. So the first one is best qualified people have to be filled. So how to enrich the organization with these people, with these talented people. That is the first one. The second one is attitude towards recruiting handicaps, minority groups, women, friends and relatives of present employees. So what a company, what type of attitude does the company is having? What kind of policy does the company is having? Does the company is giving recruitment to handicaps? See, most of the government jobs will have a physically handicapped wing also. We are providing the reservations there. But does the private organizations will also give a scope for handicap or physically challenged people or different gender, trigender, or other third gender category of people? Does the organization has an open window for minority groups, women, friends, and other relatives of present employees? What type of attitude, what type of thinking that the organization is having? It is also most important in the recruitment policy. And the next thing is, while promoting, what type of attitude that the company is having? Does the company is focusing on internal employees, or does the company is motivating the internal employees in the form of promotions, or the positions of higher level will be hired by the external wings or by the external sources? This is also one way of understanding the recruitment policy. Development of organizational system for implementing recruitment programs and procedures to be employed. So organization system, subsystem, there are certain systems, organization, how to conduct a recruitment way. Is the recruitment is going on in a proper way or not? Is the recruitment etiquettes are proper, or does the harmony is being maintained or not? All the groups are being given the significance or not? All these are the different types of programs and procedures to be employed. And next one is, what is the recruitment organization? Organization, we know that organization is a group of people working together, achieving together, having a same set of goals. This is organization. Now what is recruitment organization? Recruitment organization has two techniques. One is centralized recruitment and another one is decentralized recruitment. We don't have any separate recruitment organization. It is nothing but managing the roles and responsibilities of the organization. That's all. It's nothing but managing the role and responsibility of recruitment. That's all. Don't think that a recruitment will have a separate organization. It is a subsystem. That's all. HR department have a subsystem recruitment. Here the organization of recruitment, how to organize the recruitment, how to fulfill the responsibility of recruitment, how to discharge the obligation of recruitment. This is called as a recruitment organization. Now we have a technique called centralized recruitment and another one is decentralized. As the name itself suggests, centralized means the power of recruitment, the decision making, the authority lies in one hand. This is called as a centralized. Everything lies in one hand. There is no diversification here. Under this personnel department, at the head office performs all the functions of recruitment. So in centralized recruitment, what will happen? The head of the department of the personnel head department at the branch, the head office will conduct everything. Will conduct the functions of the recruitment. In other words, the recruitment advertisements will be given, the notifications will be given, the interviews will be conducted only at the head office. Everything will be by the HR managers or the officials like president, vice presidents of HR. They will conduct. And now coming to the advantages. The administrative cost will be reduced. It can better utilize a specialist. Uniformity in recruitment can be done, and interchangeability of staff between units and zones can be done. So these are the four advantages. Obviously, these four advantages will explain that if power lies in one hand, everything will be done in a proper way, right? These are the four advantages. And coming to the decentralization, as we know that decentralization is against to this opposite to the centralized one, where we have where we are going to explain about in this decentralization, that is the department, the head office won't have any kind of authority or something like of recruiting or hiring the people. I won't say that don't have the authority, but the head office, what will do in the decentralized recruitment is it just diversifies, it delegates the authority of recruitment. It flows the authority of recruitment. The responsibility will be delegated to the next levels of heads. Like the HR department at the head office is in Delhi, the other branches is at Mumbai or other metropolitan or other tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 cities. All the other departments, all the other branches, they have an equal right of recruiting the people basing on their needs, depending on their needs. Suppose the head office is at Delhi. Now the branches are at Hyderabad, for example. Now the Hyderabad branch needs recruitment, needs employees. So the Delhi branch doesn't interfere or doesn't conduct any kind of recruitment. The Hyderabad branch itself has the discretion to recruit the people, to hire the people, to give an advertisement and to get the pool of applications. I think you got understood. So this is called as a decentralized recruitment. Now coming to this recruitment methods, coming to recruitment methods, we have internal methods and external methods. In the internal methods, we have job posting, skill inventories, referrals, transfer and promotion. See, while I am explaining the sources of recruitment, I just focused on all these points. Now, these methods are also it also reflect the sources also, right? So, methods also reflect what are the different sources available to hire the people. Now, first one is job posting. Job posting in the sense within the organization, you just hire the person who have the competencies, who have the skills. And preparing the skill inventories. Skill inventory, while explaining human resource planning, I have explained you the skills inventory, how to prepare the skill inventory. Suppose Mr. Mitra is having more skills of like preparing accounts or journal entry or ledgering or something, like he has a spontaneity in answering, or he has a very much capability of selling the goods, he has a very much capability of convincing the people. Suppose the people having different skills. So we need to prepare an inventory. Inventory means stock. Skill inventory means the 100 employees are there in my organization. Each and every employee has having this kind of skills. So you are preparing a list. After preparing the list, after having a stock of the qualities, the skills the employees are having in your hand, what you can do now, you can just whenever you have a need, you can get the person's, yes, this person can do this job. So let him ask, let him ask, or let him receive, let him invite. This kind of information, this kind of thoughts you will get in your mind. This is called as skill inventories. Referrals. Referrals means employee referrals, friend referrals, relative referrals. They will give the reference. Suppose some talent is there in some other organization, they will tell you that so and so person is very good, very talented. He has the knowledge, he has the experience, he has the attitude. That kind of information, that kind of motivation you will get. Transfer and promotions. So from one branch to another branch, transfers and promotions. Next one is coming to external methods using headhunter. Using headhunter in the sense, what you do here is, see, I'm having the slides also. Now I'll just show you. Promotions, it involves movement of employee from a lower level position to higher level positions, accompanied by changes in duties, status and values. And coming to this headhunters, I told you here, this headhunters external methods, like searching the people in the sense, moving to the education institutions, going to the colleges, universities, or approaching to the professional bodies, identifying the people, searching for them, or else you are moving to the even you just move to the competitors also. Does the people having the does a competitor is possessing a talented person, a knowledgeable person, does this knowledge can be suitable to my organization? This is called as searching, identifying. This is called as using headhunter. And next, cross-national advertising. Now just now we have been explaining about the within the organization, within the country, within the region, within the states we are discussing. Now sometimes if yours is a multinational company, you need to go across the borders. So across the borders means you have to move to the across the countries also. So foreign countries, people, those are called as expatriates. They might be suitable to some extent for your organizational needs. Sometimes this can also be happened where you will give an international advertisement also. And last but not the least is e-recruitment. For this we have a separate slide. There I will explain what are the e-recruitment. So the last and the here the last I won't say the last, but this slide explains us the recent trends in recruitment. So till now we explained the process, the definition, the objectives, the meaning, the centralized and decentralized recruitment, everything we have completed. Now what are the recent trends in recruitment? Even I have explained the recruitment methods, internal job posting. Here we have a slide, the recruitment methods, the prior slide like job posting. The organization publishes job postings, openings on bulletin boards, electronic media and similar outlets. In the job posting, we just explain that a vacancy is there in our organization, in all the bulletin boards, in all the websites, in the company websites. Even sometimes what we do, our own employees will also be recruited again for the post. Skill inventories. Many organizations have developed useful databases and inventories on both local and global level that facilitate an internal search for employees with interest and requisite skills to fill an international assignment. Not only for the international assignment, even for the international assignment also, we need to have a stock of skills that our companies is possessing. Now, coming to the trends, the recent trends of recruitment, one is outsourcing, another one is poaching, and third one is e-recruitment. Now, I'll just focus on e-recruitment first. Why? Because now recently all the companies are focusing, or all the companies are planning about the e-recruitment. The buzzword nowadays, the latest trend in the recruitment is the e-recruitment. It is also called as the online recruitment. It is the use of technology and the web-based tools to assist the recruitment process. So nowadays everybody is Naukri.com or something like websites are there now, and these through these portals portals, we are just applying our, we are just Naukri.com. We are just through these portals. What we do, we enroll, we go to that link and we assign our resumes, or we send our resumes to these companies. We send through mails also. So this is e-recruitment nowadays. Everything is going on. Even in the through WhatsApp also, sometimes the recruitments are going on nowadays. Everything to WhatsApp also. The internet penetration in India is increasing and has tremendous potential. According to the study by NASCOM, jobs is among the top reasons why new users will come onto the internet beside email. There are more than 18 million resumes floating online across the world. So 18 million resumes, it is not a single number, it is not a simple number. 18 million resumes are floating online. So nowadays online and e-recruiting is a bigger one than the on paper, like a face-to-face recruitment or print recruitment or a broadcast recruitment. So just you send the information through the websites or the mails, and they will collect and they will chat with you through the mails itself, and they will conduct an interview also through internet itself. This is one. And outsourcing, which we know very well. Outsourcing means now here the company won't conduct any kind of recruitment. It won't go for any kind of advertisement. Just on behalf of the company, sourcing and outsourcing an agency will be asked and they will conduct everything. A fee will be paid to that outsourcing. Nowadays this is also being happened. Most of the companies, whether it is Infosys or TCS or Wipro or any other company like HSBC, all these companies nowadays they won't conduct any kind of recruitment because of the time, because of the lack of time, or because of the time sense. They just pay the fee, and these outsourcing agencies they will conduct, right? Poaching. In the poaching, what we do is we want to attract the people who are working at the competitors, right? We just absorb them. We just want to grab them. For grabbing them, for absorbing them, we are ready to pay anything, right? This is one method of recruitment. Nowadays, the companies are following. If a person is working at a TCS and Wipro wants that person, it just absorbs, it just hires, right? By paying more money, or by offering more money, more amenities, or giving a good position. In such a way, they just attract the people. So all these slides these 19 to 20 slides, I have focused on recruitment, the process, the factors, the objectives of recruitment. This is one important concept. Why? Because through recruitment only you are going to hire the people with necessary skills, the people with good knowledge, attitude. So if the people with good knowledge, attitude and skills, if they enter into the organization, definitely they create miracles in the organization. Definitely they create a vision for the organization, a dynamism in the organization. Suppose if they won't recruit a proper person, the vision of the organization cannot be completed. The organization may not get the success. So recruitment is most important, and it is needed. It is to be done by the organization. That is the reason recruitment is the first step of employee to enter into the organization. So it is important. So my dear students, I have completed the concept of recruitment. You just go through it, you listen to the lesson, and if you have any doubts, you again ask me. Thank you.